Alrighty guys, welcome to the race from this weekend, and today we're racing at Space Coast Full Throttle Speedway for our first couple races, and then later in the video you'll see we're racing at Ambassador Speedway. So here we're racing Vegas for box stock heavy, and I was starting third, and I'm still in third here on the start, and I'm following Eli, one of my close friends that I race with at Hope Sound, and now I'm racing with him in FOAS and in FKS Dirt Series. So here, gonna make a move and get alongside him, and I actually signaled to him that he needs to back off, or I need to back off, so that one of us can chase down Keith, who's just ran away with it. As you can see, he's built up that big gap in the first couple of laps. So he decides to let me through, which then allows me to try and close this gap down in the couple of laps remaining. So we have 10 laps at the start of this race, and we're already to halfway in the race. So you can see with halfway, I have that big of a gap, and I have to close that to get the win for this first race, which will set me up well for the features. So this race today was the first FOAS race. It was the opener, like I said, at Full Throttle Speedway. And my first time, or not my first time running box stock heavy, but I think my fourth time running box stock heavy here. You can see we get 2 to go, and I've closed in on Keith. And here, just running with him, running right behind him. And I got to make a move here. And I'm able to just slip under right there. I'm going to go through, and he's almost able to get me back, but I make sure he's not able to. And I make sure to get a good exit and take the win for the first heat race, which was great because it was really hard to chase him down with that many little laps left. Alright, here we have the first heat for Senior Champ BP, and we only ran one heat for Senior Champ BP because there was a couple people running 3 classes today, so we all collectively decided to just run one heat. So I'm starting second, outside front row. I get a great jump on the start, and I'm going to pull the first spot out of turn 1. And there you can see I got a big gap in there, but they end up getting spun around, and caution comes out. And since everyone didn't complete a full lap, the restart goes back to the first order. So you can see here, now we start single file, but I'm still in second. And now Eli is back in front of me. So you can see here, get another pretty good start. Sticking with Eli. And just making sure me and him both don't get past. Because behind me, have a lot of really good drivers. We just have to make sure that they aren't able to get in between us and pass us both. See, I'm on Eli, just pushing him up, trying to kind of break away from the field. And here I'm able to get a run down here. And I'm going to go in, but I'm going to slip up and allow him to come through. As you can see, Mia, the driver in third place, start catching up. But it's not going to be enough for her to close through, and I'm able to stay first, and Eli is going to fall just back to second. See, now, first place, we have only 10 laps, so I just have to hold off for a couple more laps and just run away. There, we make a cut out some of the excess race where I'm just up front and nothing's really happening. So there, get the white flag, 1 to go. And still have a good gap. Everyone's about even pace up front, which made it a pretty good race. You can see someone spins there right on the finish line. But I go ahead and take the win, first place, so guarantees me pole for the future. Sorry for the quality of this clip. It's from Facebook Live where this was filmed, so quality is not great. But this is first heat for the Reapers. You can see that I'm starting, I think I was starting 4th. But I'm up to 3rd here. It was great. It was a great push. Already made 3 spots in the first lap. And now we just have to run them down. We see we make a cut there. Cut out some more of the race. Here, going into the front stretch. Gonna make a pass for 2nd. Get it done. Now I'm in 2nd, running behind. I think that was Keith. But that's basically all that happened for that race. Now we have the 2nd heat for Box Stock Heavy. You can see, here's a GoPro clip. We got a new mount for my go-kart, but all day it was having issues. The camera wouldn't stay focused straight. Every time I'd go, the camera would face up to the sky. So that really sucked because this angle was great. You could see so much. But you can see someone's on the inside of me there. It's Keith on the inside. And then I'm right behind him, pushing him down the front stretch. And you see Ron up ahead is just running away with it. See, Keith was just pulling me out of that corner all day. And I was getting him in 3 and 4. But his 1 and 2 was better than mine. So next time I go to that track, I need to work on my 1 and 2. See, the GoPro just fell over right there. So unfortunately, we had to cut the footage off. But we do have the outside view of it. So here, able to get alongside Keith. Go in there. He's going to come back under. And then I'm on the outside. And I fall back in line. But here, we're pushing. Bob gets stuck to the outside. All 3 of us go through. And then here, I'm able to get under Keith again, but then Keith is able to cross me over again, which allows Eli to sneak right up around the inside of me. He actually backs out, but we're really close. Me and Keith are very close in pace, allowing for a great race every time. See, me and him are just right there. I'm rubbing him. And here we get 2 to go, and I come in the corner, and I'm just rubbing him. So if I don't get him here, I have to make a move these next lap. So here, I come in this corner, and I bump, and then I hit him a little too hard, and I get sideways, and then Eli goes for a move down the inside. And I'm able to cross him over and just barely pass him right before the line. Photo finish. It was really cool. See, for Box Stock Heavy, I pull pole. For Reaper Medium, I pull. And then for Senior Champ BP, I'm pull. So we went 3 for 3 on poles for the day, which is great. It was a great turnout. It was just amazing that we were able to get 3 poles for the 3 races I entered. Now, see, I'm starting first for BP. Get a good start. Nobody's passing me. Able to just pull ahead and just stay out in front. You can see they spin there, and caution is going to come out, and we'll have to redo that. Alright, so here, lining up back for the restart. Once again, I'm on pole, single file this time. And I'm going to once again pull a good start, able to keep my spot. But everyone's really even. We did pull away from the couple carts behind because they got passed. But right here, I just got a great start, and we're just pulling. Like, big gap from the field. And caution comes out. Someone got spun off of 4. So we're going to do this for the 3rd time. We're going to redo it, and hopefully this time's better. once again, get a pretty good start, able to keep my spot into turn 1. But now pretty much everyone else is close. Instead of having us 2 carts up front get a big gap, now about everyone else is even. But you can see there, I don't know what happened, but I pulled a big gap out on the first lap. First or second lap. We have 20 laps. And in these BPs, they're more powerful. So they're faster and returning faster lap times than the normal just gas motors or clone motors. So it puts way more strain on your neck. So these are just, they take a toll on your body. And especially if you push them a little too hard into corners, they really want to bounce really violently. So it just hurts. And after these races, man, you're just dead. Like, everything in you hurts. So right there, I cut out a lot of the video because there was nothing happening. We were all just trained up. So we get 5 laps to go. Right now we have 4 laps to go. And Eli is going to get passed over for second. And now he's down to third. But for these, I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you want me to keep the longer videos in here, like not cut out so much the race, or do you think I should cut out some and make the video shorter so you don't have to just watch us go in circles for no reason. Here we get the white flag, still got a good gap to second, and just can't mess up 3 and 4, and we have the win. Right there, we get the first win of the day for features. And Jake finishes second, and Eli finishes third. Alright, now we have the Reaper Medium. So, I'm on pole for this one. And Reaper Medium, my tires were already getting kind of worn before this race, but we thought they'd be able to pull out this race. So I get an okay start. And then here I kind of slide up. If someone tries to go down the inside of me, we're able to keep it. But I felt like no matter where I turned, what I did, my tires just wouldn't work. Like, it's kind of confusing to say, but like they just seem to like not have like any grip. So it was really limiting me, and I was just trying to make it work best as possible. You can see I was still in third, but I started pole, which was almost kind of disappointing because I felt like I had a good chance to win today. But third right now running still is very good, and there's still plenty of time to try and make back the position. You can see that the top 2 is pretty much the same pace, but we go ahead and make a cut in the video, and you can see how far back I fell. But it's just from like a lack of experience on Reapers, and because I felt like the tires really fell off in this race. We can see how big that gap reached and how fast that guy caught up to me, because I came a little wide out of 4 and ran off the track, allowing him to catch right up on me, and now I have to defend from him on these last 2 laps. See, white flag here. This guy's right on me. I'm able to hold him off, but he's just right there. And we were able to pull off third, which is still very good considering all the factors. But it was a little disappointing, but I'm still happy we finished third. It could have been a lot worse. Here you can see we're getting attacked because we got a third, and talking to Keith because he got second. So close to getting first. He was chasing that guy down, but just didn't have enough laps. giving him a good run there, buddy.
I tried. I gave it all I had. You know, bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, we're trying to throw a pair of tires on mid-trap.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Learning experience. Yeah, if I'm gonna get my butt kicked, you know, I'm gonna get a lesson too.
All right, here is the box stock heavy feature, starting from pole. And this is a race that I really have to make count because I'm like more consistent on Vegas and Reapers. So if I do bad on Vegas, it's like, what happened? And Reapers are a little more understandable because it's our first season running them, so we're just learning them. But Vegas, we like know. So here we have Keith behind us. Keith is very fast at this track, home track, and we just have to fend him off for 20 laps, which is going to be a big challenge. You can see he's sticking right with me. You see he hits that turn 1 way better than me from the outside view. And my 3 and 4 is better, but he just hits turn 1 way better. You can see how big that gap grew just based off 3 and 4. But you can just see the gap growing by every lap. And we're all 3 about relatively the same pace now. You can see Eli's catching up, and that other blue cart pulled off. And I know it's confusing with all the blue carts out. There was 3 blue carts, well, 3 dark blue carts today, and then mine. So it was really confusing to watch. You can see here we make a cut towards the end, and you can see how big that gap grew towards the end. I really was focusing in on my 3 and 4, and I was just nailing those lines, and that's where I was gaining all my time. And there, we take the checkered and we win box stock heavy Vega. Alright guys, day 2 here at Ambassador. Yesterday we raced Hopes, or Space Coast. They're pretty good. We got the pole for every race, and 1 box stock heavy, placed 3rd in Reaper, and 1 senior champ BP. So today, hope to do just as good, and yeah.
How was your first practice?
Pretty good. Car felt a little tight. Ran a good time, but just a little tight, and I'm gonna probably drop a gear. Alright, so here we have the first heat race at Ambassador, and there's only 1 heat. And we have 10 laps, and we're on the pole. Got a lucky pill draw. My mom drew number 1. So here, we get a good first lap. And we have Ryan Woosley behind me, who's really good at this track. And he's raced here forever, and he grew up here. So he's always a challenge every time we race him. And this is the last time you'll ever see this track like this, because they just resealed it and relined it. So now it's dark black and like yellow and white. Like the stripes are yellow and white. It looks so much different. But you can see, just running the same line, not really protecting too much. And Woozy, what he's doing right now, you can see him like ducking out every time on the straight, is he's looking for spots he's gonna pass me at. And he's also defending from the cart behind him, Caden, who's my teammate for dirt. And also my tire guy. And today we're racing on really old Vegas that are about 3 races old. So they were pretty dead from the start. So we knew we were going to have a challenge coming into today with all the tires. There we take the checkered, so we're going to be set up perfect for the feature starting on pole. See here, I'm buffing tires, trying to get optimal grip out of them from the already dead tires. Alright, here we have the feature. And we got 20 laps. Here, starting on pole. And I end up getting a pretty not so great start. But I get hooked in with Ryan on my rear tire. And then puts us to the back. Because we both couldn't turn and couldn't go anywhere. But caution comes out before the lap was complete. So me and him both are able to get back up to the front row. And right there, going in, starting the race, I get spun, I get hit from the back, and once again, I got caught up with Ryan. Like, we were both, like, kind of rubbing on each other, and I caught his wheel, and then we both went off the track. But once again, since a lap wasn't completed, we're back up to the front, and they went single file this time. And there, me and Ryan get a good start. We're able to just run away. And Ryan's always a big challenge. You can see I get up on the track there, and he comes through, and I'm racing right on the outside, right around with him. And I'm able to stick around the outside and keep my spot. There, I don't know if you saw it, someone ended up spinning on the back stretch right there. You could see him turned around. So, once again, another caution. And all these cautions are not good for my tires. Because once your tires get hot and they cool down, it just kills their grip. And especially on old tires, they seal up. And you basically only get 2 chances. So now, I already just know my tires are just dead. And someone goes into the fence right there, off the start. So another caution comes out, and now my tires are completely done, and it's going to be a long race from here. So once again, start another caution, another restart. And gotta hold off Ryan again, but it's just getting increasingly more difficult because of my tires. See, once again, gets under me at the start, and I fall back right behind him. But you can see he was on fresh tires before this race, and I don't want to say there's not much you can do about it. Like, our tires would have been very equal. It's just all the cautions just killed it. I would say that is one issue with Ambassador, is there's just a lot of cautions. And when there's green flag laps, Ambassador is one of the best tracks. But since the track's so small, it's so easy to come in contact with people. You can see Ryan's just running away from me. I'm trying different lines. I'm just trying to salvage it as much as I can. And Tanner's right behind me, another one of my teammates. You can see he's coming in for the pass. He's going to go under me there. And here, I was trying to let him through, but we were both giving each other too much space, which allowed the 29, that yellowish cart, to come through me again. And now I'm down to 4th. And got a big gap to Ryan. He's pretty much checked out. And now I'm just trying to stay with these 2 carts ahead of me. But it's going to be rough because they're really fast, and the cart ahead of me, his tires were also pretty done too. But you could just see everyone's about equal pace with us. I'm probably a little slower than them, but everyone's about equal. You can see there's lap traffic up ahead. That black cart with the white nose, which could play a big role here. You can see I'm back up on the bumper of that 29. I'm right with them. I'm pushing them along. And I kind of look for a thing, but then the lap traffic is just right there in our way. You can see, I try to kind of sneak through the bottom, but I just couldn't. I tried to use that lap traffic to my advantage, but just wasn't able to. There, get the white flag. Still in 4th place. And gonna get 4th place, which isn't too bad considering all the factors. So very proud of the finish. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and thank you to all my sponsors.